Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? How's it going? Back again with some more football content for you people. So today, the draw for the 2024-25 UEFA Nations League has officially taken place. So what I will be doing right now is just basically give off a little prediction on which nation I think is going to win their group. So let's just get into it. So for Group A1, we have Croatia, Portugal, Poland, and Scotland. That's right. So obviously I hope Poland wins the group, but I have a feeling it's going to be Portugal because Portugal still a very solid team. Cristiano Ronaldo still balling out, still wish he was at Manchester United. So yeah, for number one, I'm going to definitely give it to Portugal here. But as for number two, if all goes well for Poland and if Lewandowski's teammates or if the rest of the Poland team can perform like how Lewandowski did, then I see us clinching number two here in this spot. So yeah, that's going to be my final prediction. Croatia 3, Scotland 4. So for Group A2, we have Italy, Belgium, France, and Israel. So obviously Israel, this is going to be a very tough group for them because three really good footballing nations. But for number one, I think France is going to get the top position here. So that's going to be my number one choice. But as for number two, I'm going to give it here to Italy. So yeah, I have Italy and I have France finishing on number one and Italy number two. As for number three, I think it's going to be Belgium and number four, Israel. So yeah, that's my prediction. So for Group A3, we have the Netherlands, Hungary, Germany, and Bosnia. So another very, very interesting group. Obviously, Netherlands, very good. We got two really good footballing nations here in the Netherlands and in Germany. But for number one, I'm going to give it here to the Netherlands. I like the Netherlands' chances here. So I think the Netherlands are going to win number one here. As for number two, I'm going to give number two here to Germany just because I see Netherlands here finishing above Germany. So yeah, just because I really like the Netherlands chances here, plus with the new talent they've got, they could actually pull off something very special. And you know, just yeah, I just have a feeling that Netherlands is going to finish number one here if I had to pick here. So yeah, and then for Group A4, we have Spain, Denmark, Switzerland, and Serbia. That's right. So obviously Switzerland and Serbia once again got matched up just like at these last two World Cups. So I can't wait to see how that's going to go down. But for number one here, I'm definitely going to give it here to Switzerland just because I think to myself right now, you look at the form of Xhaka here, especially what he's doing at Bayer Leverkusen under Xabi Alonso. And then, you know, Shaqiri always balls out for the Swiss national team. Heck of a footballer. Been following him since 2012. So, yeah, I still remember his performances at the World Cup, especially going back as far as 2014. His performance, that hat-trick he scored, I think it was when Switzerland were playing Honduras. Still remember that curling strike he scored into the top left bin, I believe. Yeah, the top left goal post. That goal by Shaqiri at the World Cup was just incredible. But, yeah, number one, I have Switzerland finishing. As for number two, I'm going to give it to Spain here. I think Spain will finish number two here just because I think Switzerland are going to put up a really good challenge here in this group. So number one, Switzerland, number two, Spain, number three, Denmark, and number four, Serbia. Because as for Serbia, if they want to even survive this group, then their defense is going to have to really step things up, because that's realistically the way how Serbia can survive this group here, is if their defense just steps up and all that stuff. And then we have League B here. So we have the Czech Republic, Ukraine, Albania, and Georgia. So for Group B1 here, for my honest pick here, I'm going to go with Albania here. I really like Albania's chances, especially given how their form in football has really kicked off. So for number one, I'm going to say Albania here. I imagine I could see them getting promotion to League A. And as for number two here, I'm going to give number two here to Ukraine, number three, Czech Republic, and number four, Georgia. And then for Group B2, we have England, Finland, Ireland, and Greece. So for number one, I'm going to give it here to England most likely. And as for number two here, I could see Finland taking number two here realistically. Greece, I'm going to give it third, and for Ireland. And as for Group B3, we have Austria, Norway, Slovenia, and Kazakhstan. So for number one, I'm going with Norway here, especially Erling Haaland, for him to carry the Norway national team. And for number two, I'm going to give it to Austria, number three, Slovenia, and number four, Kazakhstan. And for Group B4, we have Wales, Iceland, Montenegro, and Turkey. So for number one here, I'm going to give it here to Turkey here. And as for number two, I'm going to give it here to Montenegro. I think believe they are going to finish as the top 2 nations here in Group B4. And looking at League C now, we have Sweden, Azerbaijan, Slovakia, and Estonia. So obviously, Azerbaijan recently, they've been performing pretty impressively in football, given their 3-0 victory over Sweden, I believe. Yeah, I believe they were, because I know Azerbaijan won 3-0, but for number 1 here, I'm still going to give it here to Sweden here. But for number 2 here, I would have to give it to Slovakia. As for number 3, I'm going to say Azerbaijan. As for number 4, Estonia. And then for Group C2, we have Romania, Kosovo, Cyprus, and then Lithuania or Gibraltar. But for number 1, I could see Romania finishing here. But number 2, I definitely imagine Kosovo, they will qualify for the promotion playoffs. So yeah, number 2, I'm giving here to Kosovo. And as for Group C3, we have Luxembourg, Bulgaria, Northern Ireland, and Belarus. So number 1, I'm going to go with Northern Ireland, or yeah, number 1, Northern Ireland. As for number 2, I'll go with Luxembourg. Number 3, Bulgaria. Number 4, Belarus. And for Group C4, we have Armenia, the Faroe Islands, North Macedonia, and Latvia. So number 1, I'm going with North Macedonia. Number 2, Armenia. Number 3, Latvia. Number 4, Faroe Islands. And then League D, we have Lithuania or Gibraltar, San Marino, Liechtenstein. I'm going to say Lithuania. Number 2, Liechtenstein. Number 3, San Marino. And as for Group D2, Moldova, Malta, Andorra, I'm going to say Malta, Moldova, Andorra, as how I think the final positioning will be at the conclusion of this UEFA Nations League and all that stuff. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's my prediction. Let me know what you think about it. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know why in the comment section below.